Righto, everyone, hello, welcome back. It's been a while since I've actually put a video up, but I think we should just talk sim rigs for a bit. Currently, I have all the new actuators fitted. So far, so good. One little annoyance is there's a bit of creaking going on, and I think it's because I've got some extensions coming down here. I've got the 500mm rods and they probably end like here, so I've got like a 120mm bolt, M5 bolt, reaching down to pick that up, and I think because that rod's not secured up here, you're getting that bit of flex up the top. So when it's operating down low, if I set the actuators to 300mm or something and they just operate at the lower end, you don't get it. But now when I set it to like 500mm, so it's operating pretty much, the middle is now like the upper end of the 300mm stroke, you know. So that's when you start to notice the creaking. A few other things that have happened recently is I got cracks here and here because I never really had any support holding this frame up, and then I've gone and added a monitor and a direct drive wheel and used to get a lot of sort of, I guess, like a wish-wash sort of motion, and it used to just, as you'd surge, it would be like, ooh, you know, like this, and that was just putting stress. And that what's been in the on the cards for a while is actually making this top triangle, right? And that's now like, man, I can't. Before I could shake it and it'd get like a little wobble out of it, you know, you could see the whole rig sort of flexing a bit. Now it's just rock solid, and I built this in obviously so it's easier to climb in. It's still a little difficult, but at least I can sort of put my foot up here, climb in, and getting out. It's a lot easier if the bar was here. Yeah, that would be a nightmare. Because it's such a sort of compact rig, you can't really just sort of climb up under. There's not much room there, you know. So we'll look from the top. So anyway, I've got that all up and running. That's great. What else have I done lately? I put a stream deck in, so that's pretty cool. Now I can basically choose the game I want to play. Let's have a look, see if we can focus. There's a bit of reflection from the thing. But say we go to like AMS. All right, then you can load the Fly PT Movers thing, and that loads the actual profile for AMS if it wants to load. Maybe it's not working. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay. It's because it's already running in the background. Well, that's a fail. I just closed it down earlier. But then you can basically start the game, start SimHub, and then you've got all your other controls. You can map just to hotkeys basically. You go on here and you got your force feedback, your FOV, brake balance, traction control, all that. I've still got to go through and do all the other games. It's a pretty tedious sort of process, but we're getting there. I've just put a wind simulator in, so as you can see, I've got a couple tubes here, and I've just mounted that to a 3D bracket to here, 3D printed bracket here, and these are some pretty high flow beer gears. I think this is what like one of those companies that actually makes wind simulators. The guy that with Thanos makes a board for his thing now. I can't think of his name at the moment, to be honest, but yeah, so anyway, I'm getting that going. I'm having issues because I don't have the same motor shield that everyone else uses, so I had to get the pins all sorted out, and the code doesn't seem to be working. They're hunting, so it's almost like they're pulling too much amps, but these are 1.5 amps each. This is meant to be 2 amp per channel, but what I've noticed is, you can't quite see, but this little duct here, is actually probably coming in the fan a bit. So the fan, all the wind that it's producing is hitting that little ridge. It's probably like 5 mil, and forcing the air back up. So that's probably loading up the fans, and it might be going into like a surge sort of scenario there. So I'm probably going to do these and make sure they align properly with the outer of the fan. And because you can notice it, like there's probably more air blowing back up on the outer of here than there is coming back through here. So anyway, it's a work in progress. I've got another motor shield coming just in case. What else? With the direct drive wheel, I've got the V&M. Now this is a pretty fancy little board. So this is a V&M force feedback board. Basically, you just got to make a little pin-out harness, change all the pin-outs for... oh, my alarm's going off. I'm cooking a barbecue, so I've got to make sure I don't burn my meat. Yeah, so basically you change the pin out here, you plug your cable in to the ASD, and yeah, you can run the latest V&M simulator firmware and stuff. And it's also good because it's got like, you can input like your throttle, brake, clutch, your a gear shifter. You've got like a 5x5 button matrix that you can put in, so you can make like a full button box, pedals, shifter, everything all out of this one box, which is pretty handy. But so far it's been really good. You don't have to offset the voltage like you had to keep doing on the sort of old setup, so that sort of takes care of that. I did have a lot of EMI, which I've had before this come along, and the way I've sorted that out is I've ran a cable all the way from there to a different room, picked up a different power point, different grid, and that's basically, I couldn't use my shifter at all because it would cut out. My pedals would, every now and then the throttle would stick on and stuff, like weird stuff like that. So that's a temporary solution for now. Seems to be getting me by, because that was just putting me off actually using the simulator in the first place. What else have I got planned? So I've also been working on sort of silent chill version of these. Yeah, the universal joints at the base of the actuators. So thanks to Victor for his 3D files that actually fits these versions of uni joints I got, which were like $15 each off eBay. Not bad for a Toyo Japanese thing. I've still got to put my Club Sport Performance kit in my V3 pedals. I'm also working on a wall mount for my wheels. So this is basically a splined mount. It's gonna mount on the wall. I might put it up so I can have like 1, 2, 3 up there. And basically you got these style quick release. So this will be mounted on the thing permanently, and these will be mounted to the wheels, and you'll have, these will just basically clip on like so. This is the adapter that Coop's made for the 130 ST motor. So basically this mounts into that mounts onto the wheel like so, and then you can just quick release all your wheels with this, and then when you're done with it, hang them on the wall using that. So that's coming along. Problem is I can't really do this just yet because my motor is, as you can see, a little higher than my screen. So to use the quick release, I would need to probably another, I don't know, 50 mil. It's going to sit my wheel out here. So unless I want to move all my pedals and gear stick and everything back and sit back from the screen more, I'm going to have to lift the screen a bit so I can slide the motor back. And that brings me to the next thing, is I have a triple monitor support coming. So that's a 34 ultra wide, and then I've got two 27s of the same brand, one 44 Hertz 1440p, and they're going to go sunk sunk. And I've got the Track Racer extruded aluminium frame coming, so it worked out pretty good actually. I dummied it up, and it looks like the middle of the other monitors are going to sit right about here, so I'll be able to get some support up here and hold the other two monitors, give them a bit of extra strength. I might have to do some more reinforcing like I've sort of done on the back here. Silent Chill sort of gave me that idea, a bit of hot glue and some rods, and that's pretty solid. Yeah. I built some shelves and then I got bored, so I laser engraved my name into them, but I've also put circuits. There's like 22 circuits. Can't quite see them because you just put stuff on them and they get lost. But yeah, I got bored one day, so yeah, they all have circuits on them. Different F1 circuits. Pretty, that's what my life is at the moment. Getting bored and doing random shit like that. Also, I got this Logitech 623s. Great speakers, but they're only 2-channel. I want the 5-channel, the Z906s, I think they are. Probably the same speakers, but there's 5 of them really, and then I can have some surround sound, and yeah, just when you got mates over and you don't want to wear a headset and everyone can sort of listen to the sounds, and then you'll have a bit of a hear cars coming up from behind and whatnot. And the bonus is these don't have any mounts. The Z906 have actual screw fittings on every speaker, so you'll be able to have a mount anywhere coming off the monitor stand, make something off the back, and you can just screw them in. This is annoying because now I've got this here. I've just cable tied them on for now so they don't flap around and rip the cables out. Yeah. Oh, what else? Oh yeah, I've got some aluminium extrusion coming, so I'm gonna have to make some sort of I don't know, fold away system here for the HOTAS. So I want to haven't even used them yet. I bought them like a year and a half ago, and now I'm kind of itching to play some flight sim again, but it's just annoying trying to set them up sort of rudimentarily. So I'm probably going to mount something here that can either just fold away, slide up, or just quick attach on and off. And yeah, then I want to get probably a USB hub, power board, everything up here, and try to minimize all this cables, because it's bloody annoying. I've got that many USB cables and extension cables. It's just getting out of control. So I'd like to yeah, clean that up. I've also got, what have I got here? I've got another motion controller to try actually. So about a year ago, Motion for Sim sent me a motion controller to try out. Literally like a week after I got it, my simulator failed and it was in pieces for a few months, and then from there I went on to like redesigning the actuators and whatnot. So it's kind of been put on the back burner. Then I got married, so I got married a couple of weeks ago, and that's why I've sort of freed up some time to do some stuff on the simulator. But yeah, so I want to hook that up in the next few weeks and give that a test and see how it goes. You know, do a review on it. And yeah, for now I'll probably just leave you with some motion of my shitty driving with the new actuators. All right. Well, talk to you soon. Right, do one last lap. Let's see if we can get a good lap. shouldn't have hit them, but alright, so this. Oh, way too early. God. Oh no. Hey. Almost spun that out big time. Such a weird bump. Alright. 130. Alright, come on, I can do better than that. Don't go so deep here. Take your time, we're good. I always push it. That's so tricky. Better. Oh no. Almost went off. Got a good amount of elevation this track. Good turns. It's actually pretty fun in the rig. All that time I gained, an extra second there, not bad. Okay. what we can do. We'll dig deep in this corner. We're going a bit conservative. This one here is a tricky one. Oh no! Oh, that was a good lap too. No, I've totally cooked that up. Alright. Well, there you have it.